Hello, Kelvin. Thank you for sharing this post. I think this is a very great post because you have some very nice questions and you have combined their opinions into some very reasonable length and pick up what is important here. So for the first strong point, I think it's how environment affects our behavior and understanding to the world. This will shape our personality greatly because when we are growing up, we meet many people and learning many new skills. But if our family or school telling us not to do it, or maybe friends telling us not to do it, then we might lost the ability on searching and lost the interest in learning them. Because, for example, like drugs, because we always know drugs from schools, from internet. We also know it's bad, and then because since the teacher and the school and our friends and our family telling us it's bad, we won't even started to try it. We'll start to know it like from internet maybe, but we wouldn't try it even once. And then so the environment do have a great shape to us on our thinking. So for the second strong point, I think it's more important. It's very important for ourselves to deal with questions. So just as what the teacher mentioned, when someone moves to a new environment, they will always certainly have adjustment. So if their personality doesn't fit the new environment, that would be very painful for them. They would try to leave or try to adjust themselves to fit in that environment. So, for example, a new person, like someone doesn't have any jobs or anything, he's just by alone, and then he went to a new country. He will need to find a new job. He will need to know how to survive in that country. He will need to know where to live, and these are problems that they have to solve themselves. If we don't have a good, so if I relate it to the first point, if our family didn't teach us, like didn't provide us a chance to figure out the problems ourselves, it would be very hard for us to survive in that new country or new environment. Yeah, and then for the first clarifying question, I would like to ask if what to do to solve these problems, like if the environment have given us some very bad negative impacts to us, how would we do to solve this, to change what we have to do if like even we're not children anymore? Because when children, you have always have the ability to change and easily because of the brain. But it's hard for adults. So I would like to know that. But and then for the second clarifying question is, it will be great to provide some examples that the how genes affected us. So how would something that is not from our, like something we inherited from our family, from our parents, is there any cases that what we inherited is more affected our lives than the environment? In, like, for example, in what aspect?